Bears seemingly are done with free agency. On today's episode, me, C-Dub, and Bob are going to discuss what the Bears still need left to address after their free agent moves. We're also going to talk about what is what does success look like for the Chicago Bears with all the change and the new quarterback coming in for the 2024 season. We're going to talk about all that and more right after this.
Into Chicago Bears Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bears news and content.
What's going on, Bears fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bears Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bears related. We got Bobby, C-Dub, and I'm Haize. We all in the building today, as we are on every Sunday, to bring you guys this content. Fellas, let's start it off at the top, man. So after a very active week one of free agency, it's been quiet as hell throughout the whole second week of free agency. We still got a couple of weeks left up until the draft as well. So the question I'm going to throw to you guys is, hey, how confident do you feel right now in the changes that Ryan Poles has made? And then what do you feel is still the biggest holes left to address on this team, seemingly after free agency may be done for the Chicago Bears, outside of maybe some veterans who are left not with the deal and maybe could take a one-year option for the Chicago Bears? What are you guys feeling, man?
Oh, I'm feeling like the pieces that he got already in Ryan Poles. They're I think there's some good pieces with Keenan Allen. You got my man Swift as well, along with Ryan Bates at center is looking like he's going to start unless we make a move in the draft. They're pretty good, but I do think if we go on to your second part, that the most glaring hole to me is at wide receiver depth, and I think that that we need to get that fixed up as quick as possible. And it's still some free agents out there in the wide receiving room, most notably like Hunter Renfrow and Michael Gallup, those guys out there that could be your fourth, third wide receiver out there. Now I'm thinking we also gonna draft a receiver as well, so that'll shore up the depth of the wide receiver room. Because when you look at the names we got, you got Dante Pettis, Tyler Scott, and Colin Johnson. Added on to Keenan Allen, DJ Moore, and Velus Jones. That's it's really top heavy. So we need to add some depth on that as well. So, and also the both sides of the trenches on the defensive and offensive side. I think we probably need like one piece on each side for me, a defensive end or a tackle or a center, depending on Ryan Poles thinks that needs the most work. So I would say it's good, Drip. And with a little bit more work to do to make it complete.
Yeah, I'm right on that. I think right now the Bears are in a good position to have a successful season. If you actually talking about the pieces, it's pretty much everything that C-Dub said. I'm anxious to see how they're gonna approach the edge position. I don't know if you want to go ahead and you want to draft one, which one that will be. It's gonna tell me a lot on if they do draft the edge on which one, Dallas Turner, Jared Verse, or Leatu Latu. Yeah, that's going to be able to tell me a lot. But then I want to continue to see competition on the offensive line. Keep working this thing until you figure it out. I think this is one of the most important position groups that you got to have if you want to have success with this rookie quarterback. So you got to continue to be competitive in that within that position group. So keep bringing in that competition, whether you know what I'm saying, you might get some guys in the later rounds like you've done in the past, like J. Tyree Carter and hell, Braxton Jones, you know what I'm saying? Some of those later round O-linemen. So if you can find a way to get that or bring some old undrafted guys in, develop and battle, I'm cool with that. And then I think that wide receiver 3, I think the Bears will touch it, but I'm not too confident that they're going to touch it per se. Because I think right now they have a belief with these two guys, your two number ones, and Keenan Allen and DJ Moore. And then Gerald Everett and Cole Kmet, that's something that likes to build with that multi-set of the tight end sets that Shane Waldron likes to run. I think they will address it, but I'm not too confident that it's going to be as early as everyone thinks it will be.
I can see where you're coming from with that. Like, because typically in a Shane Waldron offense, of course, your two wide receivers get the most receptions, and then you either have your tight end or your running back usually is third in Shane Waldron's offense. He's never been where the top 3 receivers are the top 3 in targets or receptions under his offense. So I know a lot of us have thought and looked at, because you can get a damn good wide receiver at number 9 that the Bears may go. They could very well not address that wide receiver 3 in the way that people are thinking. because the tight ends and the running backs are set to get a lot of the targets here under Shane Waldron offense.
Right.
So we'll see what happens with that one. I still look at edge, man. To me, you still need to do something to edge, but I'm starting to come around to and starting to realize, and I know C-Dub, I don't think you're gonna like this. I think as we go further and further along in this, there's a high probability Nick Ngakoue is coming back, bro.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
that's
think
not.
there's
Yeah.
a high
I see. I
probability
see.
that is happening.
I see that coming as well. I wouldn't dispute that because they really ain't showed much action so far. But I want to go back to the wide receiver to ask you guys a question.
Mhm.
Um, Keenan Allen, do you trust him going all the way through the season? He had an injury history.
I think that's a fair question. So then I
One
think you
more.
got to bring it up because I think last year he dealt with a heel injury. So and those are tricky to work with. But yeah, you can't have if we going on 1 through 10, I'll probably give it probably like a 6, a confidence level with
Now,
that.
now with the rest of these guys, do you trust them? Look, Velus Jones Jr. Do you trust him?
No, don't
Do
even
you trust him
trust
to protect
Velas.
the ball?
No,
No.
no, nobody trusts Velas.
Tyler Scott. Do you trust him?
I haven't
Not
seen
yet.
enough of Tyler Scott for me to
Yeah.
trust him or not. Honestly, it's a push. I don't know how to feel about Tyler Scott, to be honest
Yeah,
with you,
agreed.
bro.
Okay. Okay.
I just don't. Like, it would be unfair for me to say that I don't trust him. I just haven't seen enough of him personally to where I have a great feel on Tyler Scott. I just don't. Like, so and the injury thing, I did want to add this color into that. Keenan Allen did say over the last 4 games of the season, he could have played at least 2 of those
He
games where
did
they
say
were
that.
kind of keeping
He
him out
did say
because
that.
of. So he did say that. So we'll see what happens there. I do think he's not going to have to carry as hard of a workload. And keep in mind, even in a season where he only played 13 games, he broke his own
It was
receptions
crazy.
number of
Yeah.
receptions. So
You did.
I mean, I trust him. I trust him when he's on the field. We'll see what happens with the health aspect of it. So yeah, I mean, we'll see, man. Like I said, to me, if Rome's there, number 9, it'll be hard for me to pass him up. But this is Ryan Poles, so
Yeah, and I think like, and I'm with Haize on this because I think that you can get things out of Tyler Scott and Vegas Jones, but it's all about how you set him up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's what's going to be one of the determining factors for Shane Waldron and his coaching staff, because now they bringing in the receivers coach who has a track record of developing receivers. Hopefully he can help these guys continue to develop. You know what I'm saying? Because we know last year it wasn't the last few years with Vegas Jones. How did he come in with so much promise and just fell off the face of the earth? That's on him as well. We're not going to say it's not on him, but it's also the coaching. You got to coach him up right and also do things schematically. So we'll see.
Yeah. I like Velus, bro. I think Shane Waldron's found a way to put him in positions that he can be successful, like coming out the backfield, short passes, nice screens. Oh, y'all heard what I said, screens, for he can be effective on the football field. So I ain't ready to give up on Velus Jones. But this guy, did y'all know we had a guy named Colin Johnson on the wide receiver
yeah.
room? I think he
We
played
talked
like
about
the
when we
last
signed him.
game or so. I
Yeah.
think he played like the last week or two with the Bears this season.
Did he?
I believe so.
Remember. Okay.
Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. I do think he
But
played.
yeah, I mean, listen, overall, the wide receiver room, it is very, very top heavy. But I mean, those complementary pieces, we'll see the confidence level that they have in them. We'll see what it comes down to. The thing I want to ask you guys are, how confident are we in the center position?
I'm not
Hold on,
that.
hold on. Let me address something. A. Tavera says we're forgetting about EQ. EQ is technically not on the roster right
He's
now.
not on the roster.
He's not on the roster. He's a free agent. We haven't re-signed him. He's a free agent, so we can't really give him credit for being on the roster. But the center position, guys, how you go? Coleman Shelton, Ryan Bates are going to be competing for that starter center position. I think either way, it's an upgrade over Cody Whitehair and Lucas
Yeah,
Patrick. I want to say that we did upgrade, which is definitely something we needed to do. But I wouldn't say neither one really has. When you look at him, you're like, hey, this is the guy at the center position. What's your confidence level there?
I do believe, like you said, Drip, that we got better at that position, at the center
Yeah.
position. But I do think that the Bears should go ahead and look at a young guy in the draft, one of those later picks that they have, the few that they have, and get him up in there. Maybe he's better than what we have already. But I think as Ryan Bates, he probably win this competition if we don't draft anybody. But I'm just praying that they get a young guy that can grow with a young quarterback in this league.
Agreed. But then right, to answer the first question is I don't really have much confidence yet. Me,
No.
I need to sit back and I got to see this shit because I thought that I
Well,
thought it was gonna be a good idea for Cody Whitehair. He was a Pro Bowl at the center, and he
yeah.
absolutely stunk up the joint or whatever. And Lucas Patrick was somebody that never really panned out. So me, the confidence level, it's a bit shaky. I need to see it.
Hmm.
I need to see it first to believe it. And then on the flip side, I don't know. I'm interested to see what is the Bears mindset, C-Dub, because typically, or at least in some cases, you want the rookie quarterback to be paired with a veteran center, right?
Okay. Okay.
I'm not saying you don't look at center to draft, but I'm interested to see how the Bears feel about all this. You know what I'm saying? To see if they need to address this because I'm with you could get you a young guy and have these two guys become very, very close and be starters together for the foreseeable future. But how do the Bears look at it? What do you think?
I think they look at it as what are some of the glaring problems, the glaring fuck ups from last season? I think the
Snapping
center
the ball.
possession, snapping the ball is like something basic and elementary that should have been like 1, 2, 3 for the Bears, but it was a fucking adventure. Like every single game, we had a snapping problem with the Chicago Bears. I think you need to mend that problem. That's why you bring bodies in here to compete for that position. That's why you see Ryan Bates. That's what's the other guy's name? I
Coleman
forget his name.
Shelton. And by the way,
Shelton.
he was a starter last year. The Titan, he wasn't just a backup. He was a starter. So he
Yeah.
started. But Coleman
So
Shelton.
well, these are two guys that been in the NFL for a little bit now. So now you get a young guy who knows he might be better than the both of them. So
Right.
I do think for your problems that you need to fix from last year, these is one of those. The center position must be um fixed for the Chicago Bulls to become a competent team next season, bro. It got to be
Agreed.
fixed.
They definitely got to fix that for the Bears. They need that, and that's what I'm interested to see. Like how the Bears looking at all this? Do you go and pair your young quarterback with a vet, or do you say we gonna take them best center that we believe is on our board, and we just gonna have these two guys grow together with a veteran center being like that mentor as a backup? We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, yeah, and I like to take it back to Jay Cutler. What Olin Krutz, he was young, and when Jay Cutler got over here, I think we drafted Olin Krutz. Am I correct?
I think he was here
I
before
think
that.
so.
He was there before that, I think too.
But he was
He was
still
here a
young.
little
He was
bit.
still,
He was
yeah, but
still
he
a
was a
young
veteran
guy,
at that point, though. Yeah,
and Cutler was still relatively young. So I think the young way can still work if you want to go that route. You don't necessarily need a guy that's been in the league 7 years, 8 years. You can have a new young guy to go in there and be well.
for
You
sure.
can do good.
Hayes, and,
Yeah.
and from what you've been getting from the Bears, do you think they looking at it like, hey, we gonna pair our young quarterback with the veteran center, or you think they more so decide like, hey, we just go if we have to, or if the opportunity presents itself, we're gonna pair our young quarterback and grab a young center and let these two guys grow together. How you looking at that?
Man, I don't know because the starting level center prospects in this draft are all going to go in round 2. We have a round 3 pick. So unless the Bears are going to make a move to get into the second round, I don't know if they maybe that's why you saw them go after 2 veteran but still youngish centers, right? There's not like they're high up there that gives them another year to maybe find their starting center of the future. So I with the way that they made moves to bring in Bates, to bring in Coleman, that to me signifies that there's at least some confidence in their ability to hold down the center position, at least for this first year.
For sure.
Oh, bro.
So,
Yeah.
and let's not forget too, there's still Doug Kramer out there. This is a guy
Yeah.
that they've held on to in their practice squad for 2 years. So I don't know the confidence of Doug. I mean, he's had injuries too, but to me, you would think if they had any type of confidence of Doug Kramer really being a starting level center, he would have already been actually on the team last year instead of the practice squad. So I don't know that one either. So
Yeah,
that's
we gotta
correct.
see.
Yeah, because they kept Cody Whitehair under center, and Kramer never got to start. So it's telling you something about Kramer. So,
yeah.
so you right.
So we'll see what happens with that. Any other positions? I know we talked a lot about wide receiver, a lot about center. Any other concerns in this? I know edge is one. Defensive tackle. Are you guys surprised? We'll talk a little bit about this before moving to the next one. Are you guys surprised we haven't seen the defensive tackle? Like, is that just them being very confident in Javon Dexter? 3 tech is the most important defensive line position under the Eberflus system. He said it every single year since he's come in. We've gone without addressing 3 tech in free agency. So do we think that this is a sign that Javon Dexter is the guy that they're looking at, that they feel completely confident in him starting next season?
I agree. Yeah, Drip. I think they look at Javon Dexter, and at a lesser note, they look at Zach Pickens, and you also got Big Billings out there. So I think they got that sold up right there, and they like what they seen from the end of the season last year with Javon Dexter. So I think they're really happy with him and ready to see him have a breakout season this upcoming season. So
Yeah, agree. I think when you look at Javon Dexter, the way he ended the season when Montez Sweat got there, you seen steps forward that you
yeah.
can like. And with the attention that Montez Sweat, is able to draw, you got good sightings from Billings. You seen a little bit of Zach Pickens as well. And I think that they're gonna trust themselves. I think they're gonna trust themselves and trust their teachings and let these guys get them an off season now that they know what it takes to be NFL players now and what's expected of them now. I think you might have to take a seat back and look at, you know what I'm saying, uh Javon Dexter being that guy. I believe that's why you went out and got him.
Yeah, and when I look at that defensive line, I think Montez Sweat, he's gonna be solid the whole season next year. But I'm looking for Javon Dexter, bro, to really have an impact on this season coming up, bro. I
Agreed.
think this is gonna be a breakout. Look for like 7 sacks and stuff like that.
Ooh,
I ain't gonna predict it yet, but he gonna be
7?
a 7. He gonna be a problem. I've been looking at his workouts over the off season and how determined everybody looks good when they working out and getting ready for the season. But this dude really looks like he ready to make a jump out into stardom this season. Watch out for Dexter this season,
yeah,
bro.
I mean, they thought highly of him. So, I mean, if he does, then great. I mean, if you don't have to spend money on a player and then you get that player to develop within your system, that's great. And so let's see. Javon Dexter show he played much better. Javon Dexter got better every month of the season last year.
of course.
I
Every
agree
month
with
of the
that.
season. And so and then especially with having a full season now with Montez Sweat out there, Billings out there as the veteran next to him, there's a reason to believe, hey, Javon Dexter can make a leap this year. And so we'll see what happens with that one, man.
Agreed.
But with all the change and everything, and even the questions still around the Chicago Bears, the Bears by DraftKings and some other betting sites have been given a 54.5% chance to make the playoffs next season. How you guys feeling about that?
Oh man, yeah, I feel good, Joe, because these people who make these odds and stuff, they know what they're doing out there. And then if you look at all the changes that the Bears made, on the offense and on the defense, a little bit on the defense, signing Jalen Johnson, getting him signed up for the years to come. Getting the wide receivers we got, getting the tight end that we got, getting a nice running back, maybe a top 5 running back last season in Swift. The Bears are set up to be one of the top teams in the NFL, and 54% is a little low. Hell is you talking about?
I mean,
Go
you
up
got
to
a
60%.
7-win team, new rookie quarterback, new offensive coordinator. 54 is actually pretty high right now, considering we don't technically have the quarterback on the roster. Right?
Facts.
That's high, bro.
Incompetence stopped us from winning 10 games last season, bro. We do not have the incompetence on this team anymore. It's too
True,
low.
but that team also had chemistry and continuity, which they have to build with the new quarterback and a new staff this year as well.
That is the one thing with the quarterback.
Yeah.
Quarterback.
So
Okay.
I'm good with where it's at. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't finna look. We gotta see who this quarterback finna be. We gotta see if these guys gonna accept this young man, and they gotta put it on wax to me. It's right where if you want to be ranked higher, you want people to believe in you more, put it on wax, put it on the field, put it in the win column. So that's how I'm looking at it. They right where they need to be. They have a chance. Now go out there and do something about it.
I think that's what it all comes down. Like I love that they're giving the chance because the Bears have improved drastically. When you look at how many big leads we gave up last year, how many times that our offense and defense didn't play or couldn't perform on well in the same games. There's a lot of reason to think that the Bears are going to make a considerable step up next year, regardless of. And that's why I hear people like, "Well, it's Caleb. You can't put that expectation on Caleb every time." I'm gonna say this every time because I need y'all to understand the Bear. We're talking about the expectation as a team. Right now, the team, especially where that defense is, this is a team that has more than enough talent to contend for at very least a wild card spot. We're not saying they're going to win the division, right? We're not saying that, but they should be contending for a wild card spot next season. You went out and made veteran moves. You didn't bring in guys that are 1-2 years in the league. We got veterans who have been doing this for 3-4 years. You look at Everett, you look at Swift, you look at Keenan Allen. You brought in veterans. These guys ain't here to spend 1 year spinning the wheel and not making the playoffs. These are moves to get your team to be making the playoffs. That's what that is. And so because of that, and you kept this core together in that secondary is one of. Matter of fact, is there a better young secondary in the NFL than the Chicago Bears right now?
I like the Chiefs, but I think
it was the Chiefs, but they just let Snead go. So
exactly.
No.
Which is the dumbest thing I heard all fucking week. It's the dumbest shit. I don't
Bro, every offseason
you win the Super Bowl.
There's a team that does some shit that you just looking like, are you dumb? Are you dumb? But yeah, I mean, I look at this and I'm like, we got the best young secondary in the NFL. Period.
Honestly, yes.
And the way that they all complement each other as well, like bringing in Bayard, who I know is a vet. He's not young. He's accelerating at the age of that secondary, but like as a player to be there for 2 years while you find your next starting safety, him and Jaquan Brisker are going to complement each other so damn well.
Yeah, and to add to that, the depth is amazing as well too with Smith. You can call Kyler Gordon a depth piece as well because he's
in that nickel though. He thrives in that nickel.
Yeah, you know, if you don't do the usual standard 2 cornerback starting. So I think the depth and overall the Bears got the best young secondary in the league. Absolutely.
Hey, we on our way, man. We on our way for sure.
Except the old guy Bayard, but he's still good too.
Listen, I'm telling C-Dub, I think you're gonna be really impressed by Bayard, bro.
You gotta get ready.
With Bayard too, bro. One thing about him, go and watch that motherfucker hits hard, bro.
He hit hard, bro.
There's gonna be some people that and we already know Jaquan Brisker. We're probably gonna have one of the hardest hitting because listen, Tyreek Stevenson also is a motherfucker who surprised me last year with some of the hits he had.
He is physical, bro. Yeah. Is he the most was he the most physical? No, it's Jaquan Brisker. Forget that question.
I was about to know. He's not as physical as Jaquan, but he's right up there. So I really like what we have there in that secondary. And so that brings us to the last topic for today and the last question. What does success look like for the Chicago Bears in 2024?
Success for the Chicago Bears in 2024. First of all, we need to see a competent offense and a competent play caller on the sidelines for the Chicago Bears. We need a complementary football on the field. We must see progression from the quarterback position all season long and getting to the playoffs. It ultimately comes down to this. Get into the playoffs. I think that's the trajectory we were going on from last season. And it doesn't stop if we change the quarterback, which we are going to do. So get into the playoffs.
Yeah. It's all okay. I just when I seen Haize present this to me, I just came up with a series of questions. And the Bears got to answer the damn questions. Can you win within the division? Within the division. You can't be getting spanked within the division. At the minimum, you should be 500, 3-3 versus your own division. You need to answer the question. Is Caleb that guy? Is Jaden Daniels that guy? Did you make the right decision with your quarterback? Is he going to continue to build and move on and get better as time goes on? Is the offense better? Did the defense remain good? That's the number of questions I got. And the biggest one, did you make the playoffs? And if not, why not? Was it injuries? Like if you don't make the playoffs, it's some certain circumstances, situations you can understand. But don't tell me you ain't making the playoffs because y'all still blowing games. So come out here and handle business. That's what it's going to be about for the Chicago Bears. Y'all made C-Dub said it yesterday, and he said it perfectly. Ryan Post made the decision. It ain't no bailing them out now. We supposed to be moving in the right direction for a reason, to win the North and never give it back. We still ain't won the North, but we need to be charging and moving in that direction. What's the next step in that direction? Playoffs. Let's go.
Yeah.
I agree with that. Wholeheartedly agree with that. So, and we got things that we've improved on already. The way I look at it, we talked about the secondary. We've talked about the defensive line. I know the defensive lines. I just saw a comment. Somebody said we need to improve the trenches on both sides. I think people forget just how good this defensive line performed last year after the addition of Montez Sweat.
Yes.
We stepped up considerably, and it's funny how much gravity that one player has. But how does Javon Dexter step up? Who do we get to be on the opposite side of Montez Sweat in the other edge position? Those are some questions that need some clarity as well. But we already seen that defensive line helped the linebacking core be better, which then helped also the secondary be better. Our defense is the thing that I'm not worried about at all. And maybe that confidence turns out to be false confidence once the season starts and the lights are on. But right now, God damn it, I'm riding with our goddamn defense. I love what we have on the defensive side of the ball. The offense. The thing with the offense is, and I get it, we needed depth there. This offensive line did not stay healthy. I don't think we had maybe 1 or 2 games where our whole projected starting offensive line
that's true
healthy. And then on top of that, let's keep in mind, Cody Whitehair was in that projected starting. We've already upgraded from that. So it's difficult to bet on health, especially on that offensive line, because those are guys who are the most physical sometimes, and they get banged up every single play. But we've added depth there as well. Would I like to see a true starting level center there? Absolutely. Do I want to see a tackle come in and push Braxton Jones? Absolutely. We'll see if that happens in the draft or not. But I still have a level of confidence. I'm not fully confident in this offensive line, but I have a level of confidence because, listen, you got Darnell Wright, you got Tevin Jenkins. Those 2 motherfuckers can stay healthy. And Braxton Jones can take a little bit of a step up. It already is going to improve you there. So, but I think expectations for me is playing for something. We need to be competing for a wild card spot. If we don't make it, it depends on why we don't make it, to what Bobby said. But this is not a season where we're spinning our wheels just hoping for 7 wins. That's not what the fuck the season's coming into. So success for me is the Bears being better than what they were last season. And being better than what they were last season, guess what? Is even with everything that we shitted on last season, the Bears were still in the run for a playoff spot.
They still were.
You need to be contending for that. And that's the way that I look at it, man.
Yeah. And I'm just thinking about the Montez. Remember the first game that he played, Montez Sweat, and we came in here. Y'all calm down, because you had people in the chat like, "Oh, big pickup for Montez Sweat because he ain't having any sacks." We're like, dude, his impact is judged more than the sacks. And look what this dude did. He turned Justin Jones into a. He was a demon after Montez.
He got just Justin Jones need to call up Montez and be like, "Thank you, brother, for that contract he signed." Because listen, Justin Jones before the addition of Montez Sweat looked like Dookie,
bro. He was putting up zeros.
He looked okay, but after the addition of Montez Sweat, it's like, oh, this nigga could play. Sorry. This dude can play.
That motherfucker was putting up zeros, drip on games, bro. Like, I want people to respect that man, Montez Sweat. Man, might be close to the best player on this team. Is he the best player on this team, Montez Sweat? Yeah, he might be the best player. DJ Moore, the best player.
I was about to say DJ Moore, Keenan Allen when he's healthy. Those are damn good players as well.
Yeah, sure. But it's good to even have that to talk about. It's good to have that many names at the top to where you got to talk about it.
We got a super chat to get to. King Booker World. Thank you for supporting the channel. He says playoffs and 24 points per game. Hey, listen, do y'all realize that Caleb Williams, if he averages 250 yards per game, he would break the single season record for the Chicago Bears. Like that's how we are. I got in an argument with somebody in the comments where like the Bears never developed a great quarterback. He was like, "How can we never develop a great quarterback?" Excuse me, Jim McMahon. I said, if you trying to convince me Jim McMahon was a great quarterback because he won a Super Bowl, your mama's stupid. That is all I got to say to you, bro. Your mama's an idiot. Like, come on. He never responded after that because I'm like, bro, I said a great quarterback, and your response was, "I see your great quarterback. I raised you, Jim McMahon." Oh, you lost, bro. Like, what are we talking about?
Definitely lost.
What?
Like,
I
what are
bet
we
he
talking about?
averaged like 200 yards per game
Bro,
or
I don't
something
give a
like,
shit, bro. Like
trash.
Jim McMahon was the definition of a game manager. Now, don't get me wrong.
Yes.
Like, you got to give him credit for what he was able to accomplish. But come on, bro. Like, let's be clear, here, bro. Like,
yes.
And that had to be Jay Cutler or Sid Luckman, bro. It had to be one of the two that had the record. It got to be one of those because we ain't got nothing else.
That's funny.
Bro. Our history of quarterbacks. So Jay Cutler has the record. Well, that's overall for his career. Let's see if I can find single season.
I think he is a single season.
He gotta be single season. He gotta be.
It's like 3,600 or something like that. It's something
that's him. That's him. We just
like Jay Cutler around like 3,600.
No, it's actually not. Eric Kramer. 3,838 yards.
What?
This is how bad it is. Mitch Trubinsky and Rex Grossman are top 10 of single season passing records for the Chicago Bears.
Damn, it's been bad, bro.
That's how bad it's been. Number 2, 3, 4, and 5 are all seasons by Jay Cutler. It's Mitch and Rex after that.
Come on, Caleb.
He didn't even get no hell. He didn't even care.
Jim Harbaugh is in the top 10, bro. Come on, man. What we doing?
Oh, come on, bro. Damn, bro. It's bad, bro. This kid, look what this kid gotta live up to, bro. He gonna pass this in about 3 years if he's good enough. He gonna beat all the records, bro.
It's tough, bro. Our history at quarterback has been tough. I see a super. I know there's a super chat we passed up. Here we go.
Yeah, we definitely.
I love our weapons and the way Waldron can spread the ball. If Caleb is who we think he is, he'll have the best QB. We'll have the best QB in the division, possibly the conference. Get me a 3-tech and someone to push Scott. Here's the thing. I'm not expecting Caleb to be the best quarterback in the division in year one, but I do want to see flashes of that we can see, hey, this guy definitely can take the division. That's what I want to see. Jordan Love, I hate giving credit to Cheese. Says, y'all don't understand. I'm a Bears fan through and through. Giving any type of praise to Packers literally makes my skin itch. But Jordan Love proved all my doubt on him wrong last season with the way he played. I gotta give him
that weasel can play. Shout
out to Barry, man. I checked on Barry too. Barry said he's good. He's just been working, bro. So there you go. That's why you haven't heard from Barry.
Shout out to Barry, bro. Caleb Williams think he's the best quarterback in the world right now.
I want him to think that.
He think he the best in the world right now. So I love that confidence. Let's see how it works out in his first year in the NFL. But this dude, he got some history. He gotta just destroy for us because we always looking for Superman, bro. That's our problem. We always looking for somebody to save that position. And it's a shame, but it is what it is. He got to save that position for us. Got to save it.
On me. But hey, maybe the football guys are on our side. Shit, not for once. Maybe. Hey, it's a lot of weird things that been happening in Chicago Bears these last few years. Number 1 pick, you trade that, you get DJ Moore, and the way that you get the number 1 pick initially is crazy anyway. Because shout out to Lovie Smith. Somebody who was a part of that.
Still a loyal Chicago Bear. I don't care what nobody say. Bro. Lovey knew what he was doing.
7 and 10, and you got the first overall pick again. Come on, man. There's some luck involved.
That was great.
You got to get lucky. So hopefully the luck is about to hit.
Ashton says, "What do we do if we draft someone other than Caleb?" I already told y'all my plan. If the Bears trade the number 1 pick and draft Jaden or any other, I'm just getting on here and laughing for 10 minutes straight. I said it. That is the complete anarchist. And listen, like I've said before, I just want to see the Bears get the decision right. Whatever that decision is, if it ends up being right, do that. But for everybody, I would just be laughing my ass off for about 10 minutes straight. How would you guys react if we drafted a quarterback other than Caleb?
First, I'll be like, what are you on, right? What is your plan? I cannot read you. You unreadable, bro. Like, why? Okay, we gonna ride with it, but I'm gonna be like, damn, that's crazy as hell.
Better, bro. If
that's crazy.
Look, I can take drafting Jaden Daniels. I cannot take drafting no damn JJ McCarthy.
Or oh my God,
he's good.
If he do,
I'm good.
Fire him, bro.
I'm good on that.
Right after the draft,
if
he
it
cannot
ain't
do
Caleb, I gotta go Jaden Daniels. You tell him you gonna go get Drake May. Look, I don't know what he's gonna be in the NFL. I'm not gonna be happy if they draft him. I don't know
No.
what JJ McCarthy's gonna be in the NFL. I would not be happy if they draft him. Bro.
I need to hear drip. What if they draft JJ McCarthy? All that shit getting destroyed right there. All that shit.
Definitely an article making rounds right now.
All I can say is this: if the Bears draft JJ McCarthy, they trade down and draft JJ McCarthy. There will be a video posted on this channel, and the video will have the ether beat behind it. Is all I will say.
For real. Because if you don't draft JJ McCarthy, no cap, you could have kept Fields. No lie.
Petty coming out, bro.
Bro, that's that or Drake, man. Like, listen, I gotta say something, right? Every single goddamn year, the national media picks their great white hope to try to put over these black quarterbacks. And I'm not necessarily saying that that's the purpose behind it. Was Drake May a really damn good college quarterback? Yes. But is Drake May better than Jay? There are people that are really trying to make the conversation to make it seem like Drake May is better than Jay. Shut the fuck up. That's what I got to say to y'all.
Bro,
come on, bro. Every year we do this shit where they try to pick their darling to try to push to fit a narrative. And I get it. You guys need your clicks, but come on, man. What are we doing? Drake May is not it, bro.
Yeah. He's not better than those other two guys, I think.
And notice really in that, good. I didn't say nothing about, but because he went to North Carolina, I didn't say nothing about Mitch Trubisky because they ain't got nothing. So many Bears fans, well, we're going to draft another North Carolina. I don't give a shit about that. I give a shit about looking at, what did I say? When it was early in the season, Bobby, you can attest to it. When people were talking about the Bears going after quarterback, because I watch North Carolina football, I said, I don't know. Drake May comes up short on a lot of passes.
You said that.
I've been saying this shit.
You said that.
I've been saying this shit since like week 3 of the season. So this ain't new. If I noticed it, I know the media noticed it. Why y'all trying to push Drake May as being the best, trying to make it seem like he's up there with the other quarterback prospects in this draft? Come on, man. What are we talking?
They trying to get JJ McCarthy to be a 5th overall pick.
Funny as hell.
A 5th overall pick.
Who go pick him 5th overall? That's gonna be a laugh.
The Minnesota Vikings is about to give up their 2 first-round picks to trade up to 5th to get him. Go ahead.
Let me talk to the Vikings. Oh, y'all should do that, bro, because he's gonna be a team turning player. Do it. We do it right now, bro. He'll save your team.
Do it
right now,
Arthur, bro. Come on. What the fuck we talking about? What the fuck we talking? Like, don't get me wrong. Could JJ McCarthy turn into a solid ass quarterback? Yeah, but his ceiling is Brock Purdy. You better have a great team around him.
Yes, I agree. That's perfect, Brock Purdy. Because
you gotta have a great team around him. If you got a stacked team and you got an aging quarterback, go and get you a JJ McCarthy. He's gonna be able to step right in there for you and do wonders for you. But what the Bears need? No, bro, come on. Don't try to push no damn JJ McCarthy on me, bro. With his goddamn his hair looks like Boss Baby. He got the Boss Baby swirl in the front of his head, bro. Like, come on, bro.
They funny.
Damn, Gary, your list is crazy. It is yours. I'll give you that one, but your list is crazy, my guy. It's yours, I guess.
He said, I guess. That's funny. Petty. But yeah, man. Listen, at the end of the day, it just comes down to the Bears got to make the right decision. We're at this point where it's a turning point for the Chicago Bears, and we haven't really had a competent front office for a long time. I understand why a lot of Bears fans have questions, they have doubts, whatever it is. But Ryan Poles has been cooking. Like, tell me, so he don't look like an adult version of this. Tell me, JJ McCarthy don't look like an adult version of this.
With the same
bro, I'm just saying, bro. That's exactly what JJ McCarthy looked like, bro. Like, come on, man. What are we doing here? What are we talking about, y'all?
They talking
like Minnesota.
They talking about you hit the undisputed Shannon Sharp and took your glasses.
Like, what are we really talking about? Y'all trying to convince us that the Bears need it? Come on, bro. Like, look at this.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Would you open your door to this young man? Oh, look at that. Look at that. Would you answer your door if somebody at your door looking like that?
All right, y'all. Any last thoughts before we get up out of here? Oh, wait, we got another super chat that we haven't got to. My bad. Bears will draft Arch Manning after they waste Caleb Williams. The Chicago Bears have never developed a superstar level quarterback
Damn.
in history.
I hope
Jesus
that's not the
Christ.
case, bro. Please, no. No.
I mean, listen, we got at some point we got to get off the QB carousel, bro.
No, ain't
We
no
can't do
way.
this every 3 years, bro. I can't be going through this every 3 years. That's why I keep saying just get the decision right, bro. Like, because if
Bro.
we in 3 years talking about the same shit yet again, bro, I can't do it, bro.
We not.
I can't do it.
Yeah, bro. Get this shit together. We need something sustainable, man.
I
Hey,
would not be a Bears fan if we draft Drake May.
Yes, you
I mean,
is.
the thing is, I'll still be a Bears fan, but I'm gonna be
Boy,
going off. Week
yes,
after
you
week.
Don't be
are. You
cooking
gonna be
his
a
head.
Bears fan. Bro, we cooking every week. We cooking. Bro, what?
Man, my patience is not that. I'm not that strong in the Lord, bro. I'm gonna be flipping out every week, bro. Every time that motherfucker throw a interception, I'm gonna be like, "This is what y'all wanted." Somebody even left a comment the other day. They was like, "Hey, there's no way that the Bears draft 2 black quarterbacks in a row. Shut your ass up."
Oh my
You can say
goodness.
the
Who
weirdest
said that?
Bro, like some people just want to say shit. It's like y'all that much of losers. You just be wanting to, even though it sounds stupid, you just be wanting to say shit.
Bro, that's the dumbest shit ever. You pick who's the best player. Stupid ass shit, bro. That's dumb.
That's crazy, bro. But anyway, any last thoughts, y'all, before we get up out of here, man?
Hey man, thanks for y'all support. We're gonna continue to bring you the best Bulls covers that we can
We
do.
bring
And
Bulls
Bears.
coverage over here.
Oh, Bears. I'm sorry, Joe. I get confused. Sorry. Make sure y'all like and comment. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, that's it. Tune in, man. Lock in, tune in, and shout out up, bet down, baby. We in here.
Absolutely, man. We appreciate y'all. We're gonna keep pushing. Only one bringing truly daily content every single day, man. I love you guys. But yeah, follow the show at Shy Bear Central. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns. ChicagoBearCentral@gmail.com. Lastly, if you want to leave a text message and our voicemail, 773-242-9336. We're the number one spot for everything Chicago Bears related. Chi-Town up, Bear down, y'all. And yeah, Lord Crimson said it. FGB, just for the hell of it.
Bro.
Yeah,
Peace out.
sir.
Hey, we seen that little flex y'all did on the